My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is March 7, 2023. It is 5:33 a.m. I just finished edit whatever I recorded yesterday. I didn't create any list, but I was going through Twitter and I saw some stuff, and I think there's one tweet that I left on my last video I didn't want to include in it, so I want to do it now. It's gonna be very short. This is me here. Okay, I can't believe what I just read. These people playing with people's lives, baggage for God. All right, so I left this on the previous video. I didn't want to add it, but that's it. I don't know if this is true though. Let me see. Is there any? There's 3 retweets. Who are the retweets? Okay, there's no quote retweet, so I wanted to see what some people were saying. All right, so I'm done with this. This is something I just saw that prompted me to just record, because it's 5:30 right now. I still have a lot of time and my son just got up. Okay, so this woman, I keep on getting confused with her. There are times she makes sense and there are times she doesn't make sense. I didn't listen to it yet, but let's see what she says, if she's gonna give me the Nightmare from Elm Street kind of response, because sometimes she talks crazy. Actually, I think the couple should do what is right for them. Me personally, I won't blame them if they didn't attend after the way they have been treated. And you lot of GMB, I still remember the disgusting treatment the couple received from you lot during Queen's funeral. Okay, so everybody remember what happened during the Queen's funeral. Alright, so let's see. There's some comments here, but let's listen to it. I'll read this and then I'll go into that and see what other people from GMB said. Okay, do it for you and for them. Historian and author Dr. Tessa Dunlop believes the Duke and Duchess of Sussex should attend the coronation. What do you think? Let's hear her reasoning. The video that I just finished, I sent a prayer for Harry. Hopefully whatever decision he makes is come from whatever God wishes for him to do. Okay, let's listen.
It's a domestic spectacle enveloped in this state institution, this state event. I watched also that 1.5 hours, it was quite long, a sort of, Uber extended therapy session. I thought that actually...
so it was her. It was her. I was getting confused. I wasn't sure if it was her or if somebody else. And she started complaining, it's too long. And I'm like, I responded to her and I was like, well, you knew what it was about. Don't put that much pain on yourself. I'm paraphrasing my tweet now. Don't put that much pain on yourself. You knew what it was about. As soon as either it's too long, you don't want to stay anymore, you could just stop, or you're hearing some stuff that you don't want to hear, just stop. And that, I guess this is why she was listening, so she come and spew her nonsense here. But let's continue, listen.
But actually Harry didn't throw any big grenades at his family on this occasion. I think we need to step right back. Why? And by the way, I didn't sleep last night, so I had a lot of time to think about why are we still in the grip of this, not just national psychodrama, actually global one that crosses the Atlantic. What is it about Harry and Meghan, about the institution of monarchy? And actually, peel it back. Virginia Woolf, in the early 20th century, said of the royal family, because we were like this then, she said, our insatiable appetite for them and what they do is because they live and we live in them. Harry and Meghan, she's not Greta Garbo, he's not Alexander the Great. No. They're actually weirdly quite ordinary in this extraordinary position. Yeah. And what they've done is they've behaved like rebellious teenagers. They're pushing not only against daddy, but also against their school.
Wait a second, rebellious? She's making sense in one part and she's being delusional in the other part. Making sense in the part that Harry and Meghan are human. Okay, but she forgot the aspect of the pain, unnecessary pain that they keep on throwing at them. The only way for people to actually understand Harry, they need to go through it. They all are baggage for God. They need to go through it and understand Harry's pain. I could understand Harry attending, because this is not only this is his family, his father and all that, this is part of his government system. This is what he grew up in. So I could understand him. However, the unnecessary pain they keep on inflicting on him, especially his wife, for him to decide this is who I want to be with, and then they're punishing him mentally, okay, for that. If his father really care about him, all this nonsense they keep on putting on the tabloid about him, all he had to do is put something out publicly and for those people to stop. And then come to find out, we know, he's in bed with the tabloid, so if it's not about him, he's fine with it. Okay? So why can't people understand that? And look at the thing here. They set the coronation on the date of his firstborn birthday. You tell me if this is fine. Of all dates, 364, okay? 64. There's 65, the one that they choose on his son's birthday. Why didn't they choose something else? Okay? But let's continue, listen.
And now what we're asking them to do is, we hear you, you did it in a slightly clumsy way. You're right, there are fault lines there that need examined, but come back and go to the end of term ceremony. Climb out of the bedroom and do it.
Well, why don't they make an apology publicly for him? The amount of abuse they did to him and his wife globally. Can the institution admit the things that they did wrong? Look at the Fragmore cottage. Why did they take it away from him? And okay, they could have do it. I'm not in the UK. I don't know the ins and out of everything. This is a gift that his grandmother gave him, right? And he paid for the renovation of it of his own money. Now, to punish him, okay, he decided to take it back from him. You tell me, how much pain can somebody take? How much pain can somebody take? My goodness. And then they expect Harry to accept all this abuse, all of this, and then when they need him, oh, just brush this off. We didn't do anything. Don't worry about it. Just come and do your duty. Remember, he stepped down. Oh my goodness. Wow.
For you and for them.
Yeah.
Be broad-shouldered, like the monarchy also needs to be.
Even though they've been incredibly rude about Camilla, about the Queen Consort.
Do you know,
really rude about her.
I don't think they've been incredible.
Well, let's look at this. Did Camilla did what Harry said? Did Camilla did it? My goodness, it's in a book. Fuck.
Incredibly rude. I think
do.
that's stoking it, Richard. I think that's what the media tends to do. If you read the memoir, yeah, he has issues with his stepmother, likewise his brother. But most people who have brothers over 40 note that they're balding and have had a fisticuffs with them. Most people with a stepmother have a few issues. The problem is when your family is also an institution, and Harry has likewise suffered for that, the style of parenting.
And let's not forget that stepmother did some stuff to his mother. Let's not forget that.
I walk into the house and stick my hand out to Camilla for the first time and think, phew, got over that. We were all upstairs and I was chatting away, and I suddenly noticed that there was no Camilla, no Charles upstairs. So this disturbs me. So I make my way to go downstairs again. I know what I'm going to confront myself with. Try and stop me from going downstairs. Then I don't go down there. I'm just going to find my husband. I go downstairs, and there's a very happy little threesome going on downstairs. Camilla, Charles, and some other man who I didn't know, chatting away. So I thought, right, this is your moment. So I went and sat down, joined in the conversation as though we were best friends. And I said, Camilla, I'd love to have a word with you if possible. And she looked really uncomfortable, put her head down. She said, oh yes, right. And I said to the 2 men, okay boys, just have a quick word with Camilla, and I'll be up in a minute. And they shot upstairs like chickens with no heads. And I could feel upstairs all hell breaking loose. What was she going to do? So I said, Camilla, you have to sit down. So we sat down, and I was terrified of her. And I said, Camilla, I'd just like you to know that I know exactly what's going on. And she said, I don't know what you're talking about. And I said, I know what's going on between you and Charles, and I just want you to know that. And she said to me, very interesting, she said to me, you've got everything you've ever wanted. All the men in the world fall in love with you. You've got 2 beautiful children, what more would you want? And I didn't believe what she said anyway. So I said, I want my husband. And she said, well, and she looked down the whole time. I said to Camilla, I'm sorry I'm in the way. I obviously am in the way. And it must be hell for both of you. But I didn't know what's going on, don't you know? I do. In the car on the way back, my husband was over me like a bad rash. I cried like I've never cried before. It was anger. It was 7 years of pent-up anger coming out. Cried. I didn't sleep that night.
Let's not forget the trauma they put Princess Diana in it. And then she still continued doing it unto Harry. And nobody ever said anything to Camilla about this nonsense she keep on carrying. My goodness.
His grandmother unable to hug him because she was actually first and foremost the institution before being the grandmother.
Okay, so
sorry, I don't agree. If they have got all of these issues, they've not dealt with any of these issues. We've heard racism. We've heard that he doesn't feel like he belongs. We've heard that there's almost abusive relationship between him and William. All of these issues, why would you then want to come? I would look at them and say, well, was this all a money-making scheme and for attention? I thought you wanted privacy.
I think life is about being able to share our stories and share parts of our lives that you're comfortable with. There's no one who's on Instagram or social media that would say, because I shared this one picture, that entitles you to have my entire camera roll. Go ahead, look through it. No one would want that. So it's about boundaries and it's about respect. They've created a false narrative. I've never talked about privacy.
And I thought you wanted privacy, and we know this is a monumental moment.
Oh, please, don't start with that privacy. They are inserting themselves into his private business, and he doesn't want that. Okay, don't start this nonsense with Piers Morgan thing about the privacy thing.
I would look at them and say, well, was this all a money-making scheme? I would look at them and say, well, was this all a money-making scheme? I would look at them and say, well, was this all a money-making scheme and for attention? I thought you wanted privacy.
I've never talked about privacy.
For King Charles, and it won't be about him. It's going to be about them.
No, actually, it's far more about them if they're not there. Let's just remember, they said they would honour the king. I got suspended several times from school. I still went to that end-of-term ceremony. I felt my authentic self didn't belong in the institution, but I respected a few of the teachers.
It's not your family, though. It's not your family.
The point is, he was born into this weird hybrid, which, as a nation, we have this weird love-hate relationship with. So does Harry. Cut him some slack.
The hate didn't have to happen. The people are going out of their way to inflict nonsense onto him, and he had enough with it. And then they were carrying the same nonsense onto his wife. Okay? My goodness. Okay, so that was that. Let me read some of the comments. At the end of the day, it's up to them what they want to do, not you. Stop effing telling them what to do. Okay, no, in fact, they should behave like that abusive criminal family doesn't even exist. Next. Okay. Let me go into that. Let me see. All right. The UK are the greatest narcissistic and Commonwealth are watching. When has the royal family protect Harry's family and children? And let's not, yeah, that's true too. Let's not forget the part that they remove his security. This is the thing. They keep on inflict so much pain onto him, and then they want him to call back as if nothing happened. Okay, I'm gonna get some sleep before I go on national TV. All tips welcome. Okay, so disappointed, and Dr. T said she has her feet in 2 different boats now. I'm telling you, sometimes I get confused. I don't know if it's her or if it's somebody else, but I think I'm thinking of the same one. Okay, you've been in full support of Harry and Meghan, and now suddenly this. He'll do what he feels like doing. go or don't go. It's certainly them if you, and them if you don't. Okay, or go home and get some sleep. It's their lives and their decision to make. It's people like you that helped turf out the first place. I was finishing my PhD in library into 2020. Okay, all right, so that's that. Let me go to the next one. I don't want to stay too long. I rather start a new video tomorrow, but some stuff were popping up on my timeline, so I said let me just share them and record. All right, this is Vanessa. If I were Harry, I'd release this statement when Chuck and his skank are on their Parisian tour. Quote, after careful consideration, we have decided not to attend the coronation. We wish the king the best. That's the laugh, the perfect timing. Sent from my iPhone. There's that. That's in French. French again. Okay, everything else is in French. Perfect. All right, let's go to the next tweet, and then I'll do a prayer, and that's it. That'll be the video. Okay, I'll do a new video tomorrow. This is Dr. Shola. I do expect Harry and Meghan to attend King Charles' coronation. They have a level of maturity Charles and William are sorely lacking. I like how they consistently rise above the pettiness, envy, and self-destruction royal family embodied. It's just one day they'll survive worse. Okay, Harry and Meghan weigh up coronation invitation. That's very interesting how Harry's Dr. Shola put it. I have a feeling if Harry don't go, it seems like everybody, the Commonwealth will just do a quick wrap up and things and say, forget it, I'm done. I will even think Canada will be part of that. All right, dear Dr. Shola, if you care about Harry and Meghan as much as we, Sussex Squad, do, then please do not underestimate us. The threat is real, even if you say it's just for a day, but it can change history, you know. Diana Tunnel death was an accident, you know. They blinded them with deadly light. Oh, I didn't expect that. What is that? British monarchy is plotting to wipe out the Sussex family from the face of the earth and blend the Taliban because they see them as a threat to the monarchy, just like they did to Diana. Sussex Squad, pay attention. Please do not amplify the invite noise. This is absolutely truth. Meghanpedia. When you hear hoof beats thing, the horse, not the zebra. A king aided by an entire nation's media apparatus is making known in no uncertain terms that his youngest son and wife are a problem for him, the monarchy, and has taken several punitive measures against said son. Same king is currently employing blatantly. Where does this come from? Okay, let us continue. A king aided by entire nation media apparatus is making known in no uncertain terms that his youngest son and wife are a problem for him, the monarchy, and has taken several punitive measures against said son. Same king is currently employing blatantly cohesive effort to get his son and young family to travel from another continent to attend the one ceremony that is symbolic of his kingship in an environment charged by royalist, monarchist, hateful frenzy, including public incitement to violence against the prince and family, which the king will not denounce or condemn. It's not a stretch to assume that the motive cannot be coaster. As I'm reading this, I'm thinking of my thing. It has been done before. If you listen to it, they're gonna one of the things that I said, they're gonna be nice to him, invite him, and come and let their guard down, and then that's when they're gonna do their thing. Let me read the 5 under that. I agree. Stay home. There's the thumbs up. Thanks. This certainly is true to a greater extent. Come to think of it, they changed their housing arrangement just months before the coronation from Frogmore to Andrew's apartment. Diana died on 31/8/1997, exactly a year after the final divorce on 28/08, 1996. It is a coincidence. Exactly. Wow. Very interesting. Okay, it's not about level of maturity, the toxicity, the abuse, the continuous humiliation, constant leaking. They've taken their security, their home. They are othering their children. Royal family does not care what happens to them nor their children. Hope the Sussexes stay in the USA. I don't know. Maybe this is it. What is it? I think in one video I said 3 strike you out. One of them was I think Prince Philip's funeral, Queen's funeral. I don't know. This is the third one. I don't know. We gotta think. Let's see here. I honestly don't believe they're going to go. When Harry said they're moving on, they're moving on. Once King Charles III broke their lease, blocking their security, the continue leaking to the press, he's done with them. This is a firm event for working royals. Okay, no, they stay home and enjoy Archie's 4th birthday. Charles had other days to choose, stay home. The press, that's what I was saying. Of all 365 days, and they picked that one. Okay, no, they stay home and enjoy Archie's birthday. Charles had other days to choose, stay home. The press have their stories on here or not. Okay, they have risen above enough. Why do they need to keep surviving stuff? Why ask that of them? Okay, this is one time where I disagree with you. Why will Harry and Meghan come to the shiny hat celebration and be treated like crap? They have been through enough, especially Meghan. They should be anywhere on that day celebrating with Archie, but not in the UK. There's that. There's this. I think that was it. That was it for them. Okay, nope. I hope Harry gave Charles the same energy Charles gave him when he refused to answer the phone. Charles and company couldn't even pretend to be civil during Queen Elizabeth II's mourning period. Why go back for another round of abuse from the British royal family, the UK media, and rabid royalists? Yep. Okay, let me read some more. Some of the comments are good. Okay, no, looking at how they were treated during the death of a whole queen is gonna be worse during the coronation. It's not necessary to keep on subjecting yourself to your abusers just for optic. Safety, freedom, respect, and mental health should take precedent this time. This one is a good one. Security are the most concerned. Harry and Meghan had armed forces, including snipers on roof and bomb squad when they greet crowns before their wedding. The threat is real. Today, security level won't be the same. Not worth it for a day. They are the bullseye. British media are terrorists. And thank you. I'm not the one who see that. And are on Taliban's side. There it is. Okay. The purpose is not to survive. It is to thrive. Whose benefit are they surviving a day for? A bunch of hateful and great. Okay. It's their son's birthday, which is more important than this coronation. They should stay in California and celebrate their son's birthday. In my opinion, I think it was intentional by British press to have it on Archie's birthday. Yeah, this is where Harry's gonna choose either them or his family. Okay, it's two family. Either the royal family or the family he's creating. This is the choice they made for him. Okay, have the royal family apologized to Harry and Meghan yet? I'm going by what Harry said if he goes back on this. Okay, so there's another thing here. Hopefully they won't attend. How much are they supposed to take? The relationship is toxic. Okay, I don't know if they will or won't, but either way, I hope they are safe. The media, especially in the UK, is tossing out more violent conversation against them these days, and his family is in the thick of it all. Yep. Okay, survival is one thing, thriving is better. When one continues to voluntarily and freely subject himself and his loved one to abusers, it only encourages the abusers to continue and increase the abuse. I don't doubt the couple will go. I'll pray for Meghan and wish Harry wisdom. The prayer that I did on my video that I just finished. Okay, I need to hurry up. I need to wake up my youngest now. I don't think they should be expected to auntie. If I had a father and a brother who disapprove of my wife and is okay with the racism toward her and my kids, I'd never go. Okay, they should not go at all. Okay, I hope they put their health first. They have proven time and again that they are the more mature people. Not even on this day will the spotlight favor the eternal apprentice. That is his karma. May 6th is Archie's day. Okay, nope. They don't need to be around those racist a-hole. Okay, respectfully, Dr. Shula, I hope you're wrong about this. There was too much abuse toward the Sussexes at the funeral, traumatized by the selective royal family outrage as they strip away medals, homes from a good while protecting adultery, alleged nuns, and those who sell access for cash. Okay, there's more comment. Let me do the prayer that one of the squad did, and that'll be it. All right, and tomorrow I'll just do a new video. It is 5:56. All right, good morning, Twitter friends. I pray that God is going to bless our day with His grace, mercy, favor. I'm sending out Tuesday hugs. Reach out and grab one. Okay, Tuesday's blessing. Today, remember, forward all issue to heaven, and have an amazing peace-filled day. All right, so that is it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right, that's a short one for today. That's it.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.